Welcome everyone to Halifax Lancers 2026 musical ride performance featuring the Skyview Eagles. Hello, wait. Halifax Lancers programming takes place in Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people, in Chubutcook, the Great Harbor. The territory is covered by the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, which Mi'kmaq, Maliseet, and Passamaquoddy people first signed with the British Crown in 1725. We are deeply grateful to live and work with horses, basic on this land, powerful and gentle creatures who remind us of the Mi'kmaq values of respect, balance, and protection to all living things. Reconciliation is ongoing, and we commit to learning, building relationships, and collaborating with Mi'kmaq partners. We are all treaty people. We also acknowledge the 400-plus year history and contributions of Black and African Nova Scotian communities to this land. Thank you. Walawan. We recognize that for many Indigenous peoples, Canada Day carries a difficult weight, a reminder of the long history of colonization and of the lasting harm caused by the residential school system. As we celebrate today, we hold space for that truth alongside our celebration, and we're honored to share this performance in partnership with the Mi'kmaq community. Since 1936, Lancers has made horses and riding accessible to children in Halifax, Chubutcook. As Canada's only urban, non-profit riding school and equine therapy center, our mission is to build better lives through horses. Lancers owns and cares for all 29 of the horses of Halifax, who have become integral to the athletic, cultural, and historic fabric of Halifax, Chubutcook. Our therapeutic, junior, and adult riding programs serve a diverse community of nearly 200 riders ages 6 to 75 and up with varying abilities. We are more than just a riding school. In addition to our therapeutic riding program, which has been running since the 1960s, we offer equine-supported wellness programs. Youth and adults with physical and intellectual disabilities, mental illness and addictions, women who have experienced domestic violence, and refugee youth have all benefited from the healing power of horses. We also offer many free public events like this one so that residents and visitors of Chubutcook can experience the benefits and joy of being with horses. Lancers is well known for its youth musical ride, now in its 90th year, which draws hundreds of people each year to watch the performance. Lancers thrives on teamwork and inclusivity among all our riders. Our programs help riders build confidence, responsibility, and community-mindedness while supporting their physical and mental health. We empower youth, primarily young females, teach leadership, and foster a sense of connection within our city. This year, we are honored to be working in relationship with the Mi'kmaq partners. Today's performance brings together respect, balance, and care for all living things. Alongside the drumming and dancing you will see, many of the patterns formed by the horses and riders are inspired by Mi'kmaq teachings and symbolism, explored thoughtfully by Lancer youth as part of an ongoing process of listening, learning, and connection. Horses will be wearing the 4 sacred colors of the medicine wheel. The Skyview Eagles are a youth drum group working effortlessly to bring a stronger voice to Indigenous youth and community. They have been drumming together for 4 years and consist of 16 youth singers ages 6 to 22. Through their songs, teaching, and presence, they continue to carry culture forward while creating space for Indigenous voices to be heard, respected, and celebrated. Courtney and Brittany Pinnell are Mi'kmaq First Nation twin sisters who will be dancing women's traditional. They have been dancing for over 35 years. We will now hear a few words about this collaboration from Arlie Walsh, Culture and Language Leader for Mi'kmaq Education Services.
Gwe, Nimbe Lumisin Arlie, Boston Majiki, Narduke, Hello, my name is Arlie Walsh, and I am from Halifax First Nation. My roots are from Halifax First Nation in Newfoundland, but I was born and raised here in Halifax. And I would like to begin by thanking you all for being here, and also thanking for the Halifax Lions for inviting myself, my friends, our youth, and our family to share in this opening and this beautiful day. There we go. I'm not here to acknowledge this land as if it is separate from me. As a Mi'kmaq woman, this is Mi'kmaq. This is our territory, our responsibility, and our relationship. So today, I welcome you here in a good way. Canada Day can hold many different feelings. For some, it is a celebration. For many Indigenous people, it carries grief, memory, and the truth of what this country was built on. Both truths can sit in the same place if we are brave enough to be honest. What matters to me most today is that the Halifax Lancers have not treated Mi'kmaq culture as a declaration. This has been relationship work. It has been listening, learning, asking, adjusting, and walking together. This is what reconciliation should look like. Not performance, not a checkbox, but a powerful relationship. And speaking of those relationships and teachers, horses are some of the most powerful teachers we have. They teach patience, trust, humility, respect, and balance. They remind us that connection cannot be rushed. You earn that by showing up time and time again. This is what we see in this partnership. Today, as the riders, horses, and singers, and dancers come together, I hope people see more than just a group of people. I hope they see and I hope and still move forward in a good way. Walala. And just before we get started, I would also Walala for bringing us together today. Let's also give thanks to this land for the people gathered here, the families, and the hands that made it all today possible. We ask for safety over every rider and every horse. Let's also ask for strong hearts for our youth, that they come to grow with courage, kindness, respect, and pride in who they are. On a day that holds so many stories, help us make room for the truth, for healing, and for relationship. Let today be more than a performance. Let it be a step forward. May we listen, may we walk gently, may we care for one another, and may we continue building something good together. Gahoot.
Without further ado, please join me in welcoming the horses of Halifax with the Skyview Eagles and dancers Brittany and Courtney Canal. We now welcome onto the field. Halifax Lancers musical ride began in 1936 under Mr. Dick Zwicker as Canada's first youth equestrian drill team, performing precise, choreographed shapes and figures to music. The musical ride's 16 horses and riders bring not only technical skill, but patience, character, dedication, and determination. Welcome onto the field, the musical ride Honor Guards. The Honor Guards are made up of some of our newer riders, each paired with an older rider in the musical ride, who mentors them as they work toward one day becoming a musical rider themselves. The first song you will hear from the Skyview Eagles is the Mi'kmaq Honor Song. We ask everyone to stand, remove your hats, and please refrain from photographing the singers during the honor song. further ado, please join me in welcoming the Horses of Halifax with the Sky Blue Eagles and dancers Brittany and Courtney Pennell. We'd like to begin again by acknowledging that we are gathered in Mi'kmaq, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Chiniki. Our musical ride is performed entirely by members of our youth program. This year's ride, including honor guards, grooms, spares, and riders, is made up of junior lancers ages 9 to 17 who have come together as a committed team. It is a wonderful showcase of the horse's adaptability and skill, as it's only one of the many roles they play at Lancers. These horses also take part in conventional riding lessons, therapeutic riding, equine supported wellness, and equestrian competitions throughout the province. This year's musical ride was put together with the help of many dedicated volunteers. The hourglass. From a Mi'kmaq perspective, time is not simply lost or counted. Time is living and relational. The double-edged curve conveys movement, relational balance, and four-leaf clover represents varying schools of thought uniting for a greater purpose. Frankie riding Lily and Vanna. Misha and Cece riding Cunningham and Rico. Ella and Emily riding Oliver and Merlin. The Canada Geese, Sulungwa, world travelers who never forget where they come from. Crossing of the quadrants, representing north, east, south, and west. The eight-pointed star, a sacred symbol of guidance, balance, and connection to the natural and spiritual world. The wheel represents the cyclical nature of life. Life is continuous, interconnected, The maze, confusion into which we all lapse at times, and we look to our leaders to bring us back to our purpose. Congratulations for a wonderful performance by the 2026 Halifax Lancers Musical Ride and the Skyview Eagles. We would like to introduce two special horses to you. One who happens to be celebrating a birthday. Please join me in wishing Candy, also known as Sweet Sensation, a very special 25th birthday today. Next, we will introduce Wazuette, one of the newest horses of Halifax. His incredible character has allowed her to jump right into working with the musical ride. Wazuette had the honor of receiving an Indigenous name with a smudging ceremony after her arrival at Lancers. We will ask Arlie to elaborate on the meaning behind her name.
When Wasslet first arrived, her name was Norse. That's ended up what we, at the end of the day, was her name around here. And I had the amazing honor, along with my Mi'kmaq sister Brittany, in participating in the naming ceremony for Wasslet. The name is Wasslet, which means blossom, for a resilient flower. That name speaks to resilience. Sometimes life asks us to leave what is familiar and plan with somewhere new. That can be uncomfortable, uncertain, and even frightening. But just as a resilient flower, when we are cared for, rooted in kindness, and given the opportunity to grow, we don't simply survive, we blossom. And that's exactly what we watched Blossom do. She came into a new herd, a new home, and a new purpose with grace, strength, and gentle spirit. In a very short time, she's become part of the Lancers family. And I think there is something beautiful in that lesson for all of us. Whether we are people or horses, we all need a place where we are welcome, where we belong, and we are given the chance to become who we are.
We will now have our passing of the lance tradition, where each rider will pass their lance to their honor guard, who will accept the lance along with the responsibilities that come with being a part of the musical ride. I ask the four leaders to please step forward and pass your lance to your honor guard. I ask the second quadrant to please step forward and pass your lance to your honor guard. I ask the third quadrant to please step forward and pass your lance to your honor guard. I ask the fourth quadrant to please step forward and pass your lance to your honor guard. We will now be offering a brief showcase of a few of the other talents the horses of Halifax work with throughout the year. We will have a therapeutic riding demonstration, but not until the horses remind the crowd that they're all jumping horses too. Halifax Lancers has been running therapeutic riding since the 1960s. The program gives people of varying abilities the chance to experience the joy of riding horses alongside its many benefits for riders' physical, cognitive, and emotional development. We are now joined by two riders from the program here in person. When Chloe started in the Halifax Lancers therapeutic riding program, her parents hoped it would simply be a fun, positive experience, and it has become so much more than they ever hoped. The program has helped Chloe build confidence, independence, and a strong sense of accomplishment. She looks forward to her time at the barn each week and loves spending time with the horses. Her connection with them has been a wonderful source of joy and motivation, giving her the chance to learn, grow, and thrive while doing something she truly loves. Our next rider from the program is Megan Pay. Megan was born with cerebral palsy, a condition that affects how she uses her muscles. She discovered therapeutic riding as a young child, and with the help of horses has gained the strength and control to walk independently and live life to its fullest. Megan has now been riding for over 30 years. It remains an important pillar of her physical therapy and development, and has given her the confidence and strength in other areas of her life as well. Megan is also an artist whose work has been displayed in galleries around Halifax, Chibouctouc. Today, Megan is riding a truly special horse named Bud. Bud came to Lancers 25 years ago, a spirited 3-year-old with much to learn. Over the years, he's not only learned everything expected of a lesson horse and then some, but has gone on to teach hundreds, if not thousands, of budding equestrians how to care for and ride horses, building their confidence, dedication, and love along the way. He has also graciously led the herd of the horses of Halifax as many other horses rotated through during his tenure. At 28, Bud will retire from the Lancer program at the end of this summer to enjoy some well-deserved downtime. Please join us again later this summer for his official retirement party. We're full of gratitude for everything this gentle, magnificent soul has given us. He'll be sorely missed here in the city, but we know he'll keep bringing joy to everyone he meets. We love you, Bud. Bravo. Bud will stay out here a little longer to give everyone a taste of that joy with some final pony rides today. We're so grateful to the Skyview Eagles and dancers Brittany and Courtney Pinnell for joining us today, and we look forward to continuing to learn from Mi'kmaq teachings. Thank you for being with us today. If you love the Horses of Halifax, we're selling t-shirts at the information table on the grounds and after the performance by the barn entrance for $20. All proceeds go back to the horses, supporting our heritage stables and our programs, including therapeutic riding. You can also sign up for our summer public workshops and bucket list rides. A final thank you to the Horses of Halifax for being with us today. Please follow the directions in the parking lot to take part in pony rides and barn tours.